we're live. I just gotta check this. It's this. This is the amount of video that the stream does not have. And if it's a big number, then we're gonna have to end it. I will constantly check it every like 10 minutes or so. But yeah, let's just hope this runs well. The stream is in a very low quality now. We have it in 520p now. I know that may not sound that acceptable, really. For my standards, it's usually 720p or above. And yeah, we're just having it a lot lower because I want the stream to run very well. Because, like, in the past, you know, my streams have been running sort of bad. RhawesWorld 3 was a little bit, like, laggy here and there, but yeah. Anyway, if you haven't already noticed, a lot has changed. Like, a lot. Even though some of it, like, might be hidden, but a lot has changed, trust me. Yeah, where should I begin? So, I think the last time that we were on this road was when I started, like, building this tunnel. Yeah, I was sort of working on this tunnel here. And yeah, so we basically have to go over everything that has been added. Quite a bit. I'm going to be doing another world tour video sometime. I just need to work on a few buildings. I want to do that video when that building is fully complete, or at least completed to what I want it to be. Maybe just a building with unfurnished apartments. That's usually how my style is. And maybe an unfurnished offices. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go over everything quickly that has been added. Let's go over the area that we were working on. So like I said, we were working on a port. I was going to build a cruise ship. Now that's not built yet. I still have to think of a concept, but we do have a few boats built already. Anyway, here is the dock that we have built for the port. Some things may have been changed since last time. Maybe this was added, I don't really know. I sort of got distracted and started working on that tunnel over there. You know, so, yeah. But anyway, let's go over all of this here. So now we have a cargo ship here, as you guys can see. It's my own custom design. I thought of a concept where the bridge was located inside of the bow. And I gotta say, it doesn't look that bad. It's quite a... It makes it look a lot smaller, of course, but that's sort of what I was going for, because this is obviously not the largest port in the world. Although it is pretty, like, really big, but it's not big enough for, like, gigantic cargo ships or whatever. So, we gotta minimize a little bit. Over here we have a little car ferry. We don't have much cars built on it yet. We actually don't have a flooring for this. I kind of just built this up because I wanted to make some cars in this world. And all these cars are my design. I mean, some of them may actually look just like other people's, just because there's such a limited amount of stuff you can do with, like, a small car in Minecraft. Like, many people have probably gone with this design, many people have probably gone with, like, this whole overall design. But these are all custom made by me, no tutorials used. Just what I know from YouTube experience and what I've seen over the years. Alright, so this orange car is a van. Vans are, like, it's not a minivan, it's more of a van, like a work van or something like that. And in those vans, like, the hoods are all, like, usually kind of up high. And I sort of did that with this car. It's got a big bumper sort of design to it. Although it was kind of hard to get a light up that high because that's exactly where I needed it to go. So I decided to do stairs, and I gotta say, it does not look too bad. It looks okay. And I did the same thing with the back just to make it look kind of unique with this little design I got going. Because it makes it look like it has a bumper, which is really nice. Also, this car is like probably about double the height of... Yeah, just about double the height of the Minecraft character, which is not realistic size, but in Minecraft you sort of have to oversize small things. That's just how it is. Then over here, this is another van. It's sort of like a... It's more of like a Japanese style van. It's one of those, like, tall like very top-heavy vans that sort of have a curvy roof. I sort of went with that design with this car, and yeah, not bad. The lights are located at the very bottom, a typical van Japanese design. We got a little window here, this nice little window, it's very cool looking. We got another window here. The windows I like on this car, it's a lot more realistic than the rest of these. And then here we have this limo that I built. Very just simple. This is a very easy build to do. The top roof was going to be carpet, but it looked too low, and I wanted to make lowriders, so we decided just to do slabs. It's not that bad though, looks alright. That's all the cars in this world, unfortunately. We have a bottom floor here for more cars. So yeah. Also, these cars are like really huge compared to the roads. But you know what? In this world, nothing matters. No sizes, nothing matters. Like, take the scale of this van. Bam, bam. You got a 5-block, like, long car. And if we go to a parking lot, the van would have to fit within that space, which is the entire parking lot. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys. It does not matter. I don't care. I don't care. Even the width of the van is 3 blocks, and like, you need that much space for it. It doesn't matter, guys. I don't care about scale and size. Everything just has to look nice. That's all I care about. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, you know. I want everything to look nice. Anyway, this here is a... This is like a residence, like a beachside hotel. I really love the way it turned out. It's really nice. I'm gonna first go ahead. There's nothing really inside of this ship, by the way. There's like nothing. It's just a lot of crates. That's really all it is. And that crane too, and a smokestack. Oh yeah, some intense detail went into this here. Like all the smoke effects. We got cobweb. We got black stained glass. You know, all the detail you could possibly ask for. I don't know why I went so heavy with it, but whatever. Alright, so more on this. This is the beach. You know, I'll probably add some sand to this, like over here. This all needs sand. I'm not planning to really connect to the beaches, though. I think we'll kind of keep them separate here. I mean, this kind of looks nice. You gotta agree with me. Like, this kind of looking thing. Maybe it could look like a sewage pipe going underneath the ground. There used to be a river here, obviously. It kind of went through here. We could, like, revisit the world one time. And like use the original sea. I do have a world like that, but we're not going to do that now. But yeah, there used to be a river here. I sort of just filled it all in. It wasn't that hard. And there's like a lot of land here that had to be dug out and flattened. So much work into the terrain cutting in this world, guys. Just insane. Yeah, so that's a pretty cool building. There's not really much on the inside except for like a hallway and 2 rooms. That's literally each floor. I mean, there's an elevator at the back. Spacious rooms, I guess. Nothing really significant though. We got a nice little park middle area. I wanted to make the buildings look like they were separated. And they got this nice design there going. You also got a parking garage down here. I had to do something with this side of the building because there was a lot of space. So, a nice little parking garage. Why not? Why not? I'm going to add something underneath this building too once we get to it. But right now I'm focused on other things, such as the tall building over there, which is out of distance. Okay, so over here we have this mall. Now I'm not sure if this appeared in the stream from last time, but it has been worked on if it was in that stream. This mall is a very, like, it's one of the slowest being, like, it's one of the buildings that are being built the slowest at the moment right now. Like, I always come back to this and I'm like, oh, I gotta work on this. Oh, I gotta work on this. And, like, I'm always across the map just working on random stuff, especially over there right now. I'm working on a lot of stuff in the blocks over there. Okay, so here we have, like, a store, and then over here we have another store. I probably went over this already, but just to make sure I'll go over it again. Another store. Very bright light in here, I gotta say. This looks nice. Should use that lighting in some other builds in this world. This is new, though. This is a cinema here. Goes down. You got a hallway. You got another hallway. You got the cinema. You got chairs and stuff people could sit in. I'm gonna check the streams quality. Oh no. No. Okay. I don't know when they dropped, but that is okay. That's not too bad. If it gets to above 1,000, then I'm going to have a few concerns. I'm going to be a little skeptical. Like, it's been only 240 dropped frames within the span of 10 minutes, and we're running this in 30 frames. So that would only mean like a few seconds lagged out, but it doesn't matter. It's only a few seconds. Same room on the other side pretty much, so it's all really down here. You can see like the walls of the theater here. So this is the wall of the theater on the bottom floor of the mall. Pools, stuff like that. Now I know malls are like becoming a thing of the past, but just for like creation purposes, I would like to build one. So here we are. We're building a mall because they look nice. They're really huge buildings. Why not? Just why not? They're sort of a standard city thing anyway. So I sort of took a design from the malls in Dayton, Ohio, because it's sort of the malls like we used to go to. This sort of arch-looking thing here is supposed to replicate the design of them. I don't know if this is a design for most like small town, small city kind of malls, but I don't really know. So, yep, just a design from where I live near. So, yep. And then we have all of these hills and terrain levels over here, which I believe are new. The underground road tunnel runs underneath here and goes out through that building. See, obviously all of this here is all new. Dug out the land, chopped it up a little bit, made everything sort of blocky, landscaping. There's just going to be houses and stuff like that going here, a lot of modern houses, especially with the ones up here on this building. These are like a completely different like style of build for me. Like, I don't care what the flooring looks like, I don't care what the interior looks like, it just all has to look like it cost money. And I did that very well. I actually took this house and built it in a survival world with Shaggy Beast. You guys may go watch his stream about like that world. We're gonna hopefully get a good stream running sometime on that world, because we've tried it a lot of times. Like, when we first played that world, we tried it and it just failed over and over, and like we couldn't get it. But like both of us had to quit streaming for it to work perfectly. So yeah, let's just hope our connections to Wi-Fi will be better the next time we play. So like everything in this house is white. It's white. But it's a certain design that works, actually. You know, you'd expect to like have some sort of wood flooring, you know, different walls. You'd expect the ceiling, the flooring, and the walls to be different from each other. But in this house, it's simply all of the same. And it looks good. It looks like this house is expensive, and that's exactly what its purpose is to do. So it's just kind of cool. It's just kind of cool. Instead of going all crazy and complex, you can just go so simple with a modern house. And I didn't use any different materials for the walls, ceilings, or floors. It just looks nice. You got a nice view of the city. So, or at least this city over here, you got a better view. I mean, this city's being worked on. There's not really much building going on over there yet. We have the mall, and we have this beachside hotel, but that's it. That's all the buildings that are for the city so far. Let's kind of also go over this area. So this will be all a district. It'll be sort of the harbor, the beachside district, like that block and the block over there that will be built will be all the beachside district. We'll have like shops, you know, restaurants, that kind of part of a city, I guess. Over here we'll have a residential area, and then this road will take you into downtown, which will be on this whole entire flat plain over here. A good area to build a downtown area. I don't have to do too much terrain cutting. Terrain cutting over here, though, has been quite crazy. Look at the amount of stone there is. There used to be a mountain there, and now it's all dug out. And it took me so freaking long to do that. I gotta say though, terrain cutting is oddly satisfying. No joke, it really is. Especially when you have the right controls to do it. Because you hold down the mouse and you move forward and you destroy blocks at a fast rate. Like, you feel like it's impossible to destroy blocks at that rate. Like, here's an example of what I'm... Okay, so look at this. Like, even that's satisfying, but like doing this to the terrain is very satisfying within itself. Like, doing what I just did is satisfying, so... I enjoy doing terrain cutting a lot. So that is why the world is so goddamn transformed. I mean, look at this terrain cutting. It's so nice. It's so perfect. We're also gonna have houses up here, by the way. We're gonna have little shops down under here. This will be sort of like a park. This block, shops and stuff. I'm thinking of putting a fairground here in this plot. It could fit. I mean, fairgrounds aren't exactly that big. They don't have to be. I can make a Ferris wheel. I can do a roller coaster-ish. I'm not that big at making amusement parks in Minecraft at all. I don't have much skill with roller coasters, but I'll try my best. So, yeah. Anyway, here's the exit from the tunnel that goes underneath. Well, you guys saw me starting the tunnel all the way over there. Well, now it's complete, and it has this amazing light design. Look at these lights. Have you ever seen anything like it? No, you have not. I hope so. I mean, this sort of just came from my head. I was like, these walls can have as much stuff in them as I can put into them. I want to put so much effort into these walls for no reason, and I did that. And I built all of these lights. So if we go inside here, you'll see it's just glowstone shining its light onto this pattern that I got going. Let me get out the concrete block. Now, if anyone knows about a design that looks like this already, let me know, because I want to know if I'm the first person to ever think of something like this. Because I can't recall anybody that ever thought this before. Like, I never seen anything like this in a YouTube video on Minecraft. I think it's a really cool design. And it's very simple to do, but it does take a lot of time. I just gotta say, if you're having a massive structure and you want to do something like this, yeah, you're gonna spend a lot of time on it. This tunnel didn't take that much time to actually do all this. I mean, I would say about an hour to get like one side done, and then no, that's too much. About 20 minutes for one, and then 20 minutes. Okay, this tunnel took an hour. The walls took an hour. There we go. I mean, the walls are just more work to the walls. That's all I gotta say. Then we have this building. It is like an apartment building, you know, your slum sort of kind of building. It's got a modern design to it, like a sort of brick building modern design. As you can see, it has like a nice little outline and a white outline and white, sort of modern there. Kind of looks cool. You got a nice little interior. I really like the way this interior works. I gotta say, I really am a fan of this building. It's one of my favorite buildings in this world. Especially with the fact that it has like a cool little parking lot in like the building, sort of. Which is kind of cool. It's like a little built-in side park garage, so... yeah. Crazy. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but the nightclub is finished. Yep, it's finished. Ish. Okay, we do need to have some furnishing going in, but furnishing I always leave out for, like, if I ever want to do it again. Like, if I ever use this place for something, then I'll put in furnishing. But for now, this is it finished. To the point where I think it's kind of done. It's done. Like, I want to build till I feel like I'm done with something, so that's how I work. We got this speaker here, which doesn't seem to be fully right. Yeah, something needs to be fixed with this speaker. It's not right. Not right. Yep, it's off a little. Yep. Okay. So this is the dance floor. We carried on that light design into here. Now, the tunnel was the first thing to ever have that light design. I just want to make that very clear. This nightclub wasn't the first thing to have it. The tunnel was. And the nightclub I wanted to look pretty cool. And so I added the light design in here. I wanted to see how it could work on the ceiling, the floor, you know, and the walls. And obviously we have something a little different. We have different patterns in the walls here. Also, we are using torches, so it could work a little better because, like, glowstone had to kind of go, like, right here, pretty much, for the tunnel. So I had to think of something different, but only slightly. And I also had to be careful that you couldn't see the torches from, like, over here in this seat. But you can, but it doesn't really seem visible if you're, like, on the dance floor, really. So, yeah, I just try my best to hide the lights and display the amazing patterns. And, yeah, it's just pretty cool, pretty cool. Also, another amazing light design here. Just something I came up with. Wall design here. This is where, this is like the first time I ever came up with this. I don't know if any, yeah, people probably already came up with this, but I gotta say I've been using it quite a bit in this world now because, yeah, it's awesome. We also got another light design in the ceiling. We also got another one, but it's glowstone right there in the stairs. So, yeah, that place is pretty cool. This building's still being worked on. I'm not going to show you it once it's done. I think that'll be featured in the World Tour. We're going to go over everything more thoroughly in the World Tour. It's going to be like a music video, though. Like, I'll probably make another World Tour after that and, like, talk about everything to, like, kind of describe it to you. Like, I'll walk and everything. I'll go ahead and show you, but right now we don't have the time to do that. So, this is a stream of building, not touring. And if I get too carried away in the tour, then I sort of lose the motivation to build. So let's just get to building here. Everything will be gone over in the video, so yeah. Anyway, this building is like a... I'm touring it again. But this is what we're working on. So this building is an inspiration, like, this building is like from another building that I made in RhawesWorld. It was like a building with a cool, like, window design on the corner. It didn't exactly look like this. It was a little more in the building. In the tour video, I will show you a picture of what building I'm talking about from that world. And, yeah. The new tour video that will be coming is going to be a little more improved than the last tour video. It's actually going to show pictures of what the inspiration is from for the buildings. So, that is going to be pretty cool. So, like, the overall design of this building is pretty much mimicking this building's design, except it takes the body style from another building that I built in a different world. So, yeah. And this building design, like, its body shape is actually quite smart, because you could fit a lot of shops on the first floor, you can then add stairs here to the second floor to get to apartments, and you can have up to about 4 apartments on one floor, which is quite a bit. Quite a bit. Although we're going to do 3, because I want these apartments to be pretty big. So, yeah. Like, we could have a wall here, a wall here, 1, 2, and then this could all be a room. And then over here we could have 1, 4, and possibly even 5. So just, it's a great layout for the apartments. The stairs will go here somewhere. I'm going to have to figure out how to fit them in there. It is going to be a little difficult. The hallway to the rooms will be a block wide, but this is just where it is. I mean, I can't go any wider, otherwise the wall will start to go over this window. Oops. So yeah, but that's actually how it was originally. It was 1 block wide. So yeah. Also, this whole area over here will be transformed into a store, just like these have. So yeah, we gotta dig out all of that. Yep. So yeah, not really sure where to go. I need to get the stairs built, but first let's get to work on this here. So what should we do for the interior wall design? Well, first let's go ahead and destroy the wall that is here already. Okay, here we go. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I think this is going to be a pretty big store. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a store. So let me go over what these are. So this is a restaurant. with a cool wall pattern. I think this is going to look very nice. We'll have a single, like 1 block wide chair here, and on the other side, and then we'll have a counter with a kitchen in the back. You know, simplistic restaurant design, not too crazy. And then over here we have a hair salon, which is actually going to be even bigger than the restaurant, but it needs more space for all the chairs and the mirrors. And I think this is going to work out pretty well over here too. We can even add a bathroom in the back. So yeah, this building is a really smart design for restaurants at the first floor. So I mean, that's just pretty cool. And I like the way they kind of pop out at the bottom. It makes it look like the building has a colorful base, you know. So yeah. Also, we have a parking garage here. Just gotta point that out. It's an ugly ass parking garage. I mean, no effort's put into parking garages in Minecraft. I mean, just look how low quality this looks. You can see the top floor through the... Yeah. I don't care about parking garages. But, just to fill up the world, I added one into my city. So, yeah. Alright, now let's get to work. Let's get to work. We're getting too distracted here. I think we should just go for... Let's go for something unique. Let's go for an oak wood wall design. Let's go for a simple woods. No. We could do birch log, but we already sort of done that. I think what we should do is dark oak, because I haven't used that yet. There's also like 2 quirky looking shops over here. We got jungle wood, and I gotta say, I really like how this looks. It really does look nice with the jungle wood. And then the birch store has birch logs, but it looks amazing. And like, it's rarely ever used, but it still can look good. So yeah, maybe it's because I have shaders on. Maybe that's what it is. But if it looks good in shaders, it'll look half good in Minecraft. That's how it always is. So yeah. It doesn't matter. Pretty much everyone uses shaders. So, yeah. Alright, I think we should just do simple oak wood. I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see. Okay. Concrete, green. Don't know why I put it away. Shrink that. Alright, so like that. We're gonna make the walls back. Oh. Oh, wait. I thought it was gonna be a very small store. Alright, it's gonna be pretty good size. Pretty good sized store. Then we're gonna have gray concrete as like the inner wall for the exterior design. So like this. I want to build pillars. We're gonna destroy these later for like doors or whatever. Something's a little odd. I got a little bit of a problem here. Okay, no, that's actually how it's supposed to go, but it looks just weird. It looks so weird. Whatever, we'll keep it. Whatever. Alright, so now we're gonna put windows. 1, 2. Oh, that looks cool, but we can't really have another window there. We're gonna move this over 1. And that looks good, that looks good. Alright, so now for the front door. Let's do it. Yeah, let's have it like that. That looks pretty good. And then a window. Let's go on the inside. And okay, that's good. I just sort of dig them out. Not bad, not bad. I think it looks good. Surprised. Looks good. Alright, let's add in the wood, the walls. I always have trouble with windows built on... So look at this for example. If I have a window, a single window built there, it is a nightmare to deal with the interior walls. Because look. The window's gone. And what you have to do is now you have to destroy those two, and then build around it. Which is annoying! I don't like that. So, if you ever build windows on like corners, and you want to have double layered walls, you gotta like think for a second, because this will happen to you. Because you have to cover up that, and you have to cover up that. But whenever that happens to me, I sort of just think of something completely different, like something else. Or I just basically mess it up and make it look worse. So, yeah. It's just sort of annoying. It's one of those things that is kind of annoying in Minecraft. But that's the dimensions of blocks, so. Alright. The front door has gotten a little smaller, but it'll work. Okay. Not bad, not bad. It's an okay size. I can fit plenty of stuff in there. Oh, we got a cash register over there, you know, shelves or whatever. Seems pretty good. Now, we gotta work on it over here. Now, this is gonna be a little difficult because the space is very limited. Very, very limited. And the middle wall is on this block. So first, let's actually build the flooring for this floor. What's it gonna be? It's going to be dark oak. Right? That's what I went with. I remember making a decision on what flooring we should have. I believe I chose dark oak. I want to go with something brighter, but I think that'll work for now. In the original building, it was just oak. Everything was oak. The flooring was oak. The building itself was oak. Nothing different. In this world, though, we got a spruce outline. We got dark oak floors, just to change it up a little bit. We can't have everything looking the same, although I did make some stuff looking the same. The problem, though, in this world with like oak buildings, is it matches the path. And when the path and the building touch, it just doesn't look right. I don't like it when I use the same block for two things that are supposed to be completely separate from each other. So, but oh well. This building is sort of separated from the paths, because it has all the spruce outline. It has all these colorful windows, stuff like that. So, yeah. Also, guys, I actually now hate using regular window glasses, because there's a difference between transparent ones, there's a difference between colorful ones and just regular glass. So if you notice the outline, it has no transparency, but if you look at this one, it has transparency on the outline. That's a complete difference between the two. And I think Minecraft needs to update it so that this has a little bit less transparency on the outline of the glass, so that it can look a little better with builds, because without outlines, you don't really see them that much. And it just looks a little more like it, goes into each other better. It all looks like it fades in, So that's why I always use colored windows in my world now. And it makes my world just more colorful. So yeah. Shaggy Beast really did say, my world does look a lot more colorful than his. So thank you. Thank you very much. I don't really try to be colorful, I just go with whatever works. So, yeah. I don't try to make a building out of freaking pink, so... yeah. Looks at a building that is pink. Breathes intensely. Alright, let's fill in the floor. I'll leave a hole here. Shoot. Ah, frick. It's kind of annoying with this spruce wall thing I got going. The design of this is not really efficient for what's on the inside, because if I were to destroy that, I'd have to go all the way outside of the building to replace it. Just like I had to right there. So. Okay. This is going to be a little difficult. I think what we should do is an elevator, because it's going to work a lot faster, it takes up less space, but I just don't know. Maybe... Okay, let's add a floor there, because this is all going to be floor. It's going to be a 3-block hole. Should we have a spiral staircase? The spiral staircase was used in the actual building, like, before. But is it gonna work? Is it gonna work well? Every floor above the first floor is 4 blocks tall, so I don't think it's actually gonna sync up well with the floor. The problem with spiral staircases is so look, we're gonna go around here, and it depends on what side of the floor you want your stair to like arrive on, pretty much. All right, it was in the night vision. So I'm gonna have walls here for the rooms, and I have to have the staircase always hit this floor on the right like step. And if we were to go up another level, it might not do that because it's a different height. So if we look here, I'm taking this example a little bit far, but bear with me here. So now as you can see, we're at the same point from the last floor, but it doesn't match up to the actual floor level. And so then we have to do another one there. Now that matches up. So actually, maybe this could work. Maybe this could work. Because then, no, that process wouldn't no, it's not gonna work. So spiral staircases can work for buildings with floors that are only 3 blocks tall, and probably even 6 blocks tall. But I don't know a building like that, so yeah. It's just a lot of geniusness sort of thoughts, just like a lot of smart thoughts has to come into play when you're working with stairs in Minecraft. You got to think of like, how's it going to end up on this floor? How's it going to end up down there? You know. And you know what? I don't think we can actually do stairs because spiral staircase was pretty much the only option here. But I think we got to do elevators because there's no like real room for stairs. I could cut space off of this, but that's just that is an okay size. It's not a great size, but it's okay. And I don't want to get rid of that okay sizeness there. Yeah, that's right. I just made that word up. Yeah. That was so strange. Alright, let's make ourselves a elevator. I think we're going to use oak logs for the elevator. Because yeah, we're going to use oak logs for this elevator. Alright, so kind of like that. No. Okay, we actually do have to think of a wall design. Let's just match it up with the actual like exterior walls. No, I don't know if that's a good idea though, because like we got this. Okay, I think we're just gonna do simple birch wood for the interior of this building. Yep. Simply just birch. Just birch. Nothing else but birch. I think it sounds okay. We gotta keep this very simple building design because that's how it was originally. But we also do want to add a few elements to it. Want to make sure everything works well. So, just birch. Just birch. Nothing else but birch. They go a doorway there. Let's see, how did we go with this? Oh, that's kind of unique. Okay, so we have to do like a little sort of, what would you call these? Sort of like tent thing on the top. I don't know what those are called. Alright, so we gotta fix these stairs. Sometimes whenever I change the block, like in between the stairs, they kind of mess up like that. So there we go. And then that can get changed to a different stair, like that. And then it can come out And we can just do that later on. Sounds good. Wait, no, not like that. Okay, that's good. And then we can have our door in later, though. Alright, so now let's fill in the floors of this building. Bring the elevator up a little bit so we can get working on this floor. Let's do that. Oh, that's cool. We get a view of the window as you go up this building. That's nice. Not bad. Not bad. So you get your own window in the elevator. Fancy, fancy, fancy. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we're gonna get the elevator going up through the entire building. The building will not be like this high. It'll be a little bit higher than it is now. I want it to be like maybe a 7-story building. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 2 more above. This building kind of makes it so that the first floor doesn't appear to be a floor at all. Like, this building just makes it look like it's only 4 floors, but it's actually 5 because there's a hidden, like, there's a basically just hidden one underneath the entire building. So I think that's a really cool look. Really cool. This building's like trying to keep a secret or something, that there's a floor below it. I guess it could be like a subfloor. I mean, it doesn't really count because like the rest of the building's floors is actually higher or like taller than the first floor. Still, just pretty cool though. Although the bottom floor though, like the first floor, will count as a floor. Currently it has 5 floors, although it looks like 4. I don't know if we're going to put a ceiling for the bottom floor. Whenever I build with like 3-block tall rooms, I always try to think, because whenever I add a ceiling to rooms like that, it's super low. But not like a 2-block low, it's just so low. But that is always useful for the smaller houses in this world. Like if I go in here, for example, okay, if I go to the 2nd floor, for example, like, this is exactly the height I'm talking about. It's useful for small houses, but I don't see that being good in a building. So, if we didn't use it, I think it would just look fine the way it is. Besides, the entire floor is just going to be dark oak. There's nothing really different. There's not going to be a kitchen or bathroom floor tile. It's all dark oak, so it doesn't really matter. Because at least the roof from the first floor will look the same. The ceiling will look the same in all rooms on the first floor. Gosh, I gotta make everything so complicated. Alright, let's add the walls in. It's a terrible layout design, but hey, this is the best I could do. Trying to match it up to the way it was before. Like, look at this. You have to walk this tiny-ass little hallway to get to the room. Just a little bit insane. Okay, then we'll put a wall there and a wall there. Actually, we're going to move this wall a little bit. I think we'll move it to there. Okay. And then we'll add some double doors for the rooms. Every room will receive a double door. I think. Okay, yeah. Double door for each room. We'll actually give this room a layout to it. Make it look nicer. Okay. So over here we can have like a bedroom. You can put your bed there. And over here you can have your dining room and kitchen. You know, simple. Actually, let's bring that back one. You got some more space over here. You could probably even add a sofa if you wanted to in the bedroom. Nice apartment. Nice apartment. Oh shoot. Ah, frick! I forgot about that wall. You could still fit that in there. I think. Yeah, I think you could still fit stuff in there. Okay, we just gotta make it a little smaller on the interior of these. Gotta minimize now because my building skill has improved to building with double layered walls. Just makes the interior smaller, but a lot nicer. Gets me to build buildings at a larger scale too, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure like the original building was a little bigger than this too. Like it had a bigger size, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna quickly check the dropped frames. 360 within the span of 45 minutes. I cannot believe it's been 45 minutes since I started. Okay. Running fine. Running fine. Also, this stream will not last long at all. It is a school night that I'm doing this stream on. So, yeah. Yeah. Only got like 10 minutes left. Just kidding, just kidding. I could go on to like 11:15, but then I have to go off, so. Okay. I need to figure out where the door will go for the rest of these rooms. Okay, so let's first off, let's just build the next wall layer in the rest of the floor. Also, if there's anyone commenting on this stream, I apologize, but I am not looking at the comments. Although I could. I'll be right back in a second. I'll just go over here and grab my phone. I mean, there's probably nobody watching, but who really cares, bruh? I mean, people watch my content after it's been streamed at times, ish. Just kidding. Nobody watches me. No one watches me. I'm watching myself right now, and I'm probably the first person to tune into my own stream, so... Depression. But you know what? I don't care. I still have fun in my streams. With or without anyone watching, I still enjoy streaming. What is it about streaming that I enjoy? I don't know. It's a question that I can't answer. It's hard to, at least. Okay. Doorway for this room will just be the same as that doorway. We also I'm trying to make as much space for this hallway as possible by making the doors go into the rooms a little more. So then you at least have like a little area here, but then you have to kind of go squeeze through. But you got another area there and an area there. Oh, there we go. That's better. This building's going to be very dark on the inside. It's going to be a little difficult for me putting the lights in. Also, the standard height for the way I build buildings now is 4 blocks tall on every floor. Because it's a lot easier to fit in a ceiling. You could have lights and everything. You know, it just works a lot better. Okay. Gotta fill in these walls. Alright, I think the first floor has everything all filled in. Let's get the glass in for these windows as well. Alright, okay. I wonder if like people could be watching my streams and just kind of learning from it. I mean, Shaggy Beast, he might watch my streams from time to time, but I hope he like learns or like gets inspired maybe, because like the way he builds is a little bit judgmental. I mean, I obviously like, I don't know who played Minecraft longer, but like I've had a lot more building experience because the main game mode I always play on is creative. And it's just because I have a lot of fun on creative rather than survival. Survival's fun and all, but I hate gathering shit a lot. It's kind of like I just don't like survival that much. It's just not my sort of game mode. And since I like creative a lot, it just makes me a better builder because I like do creative mode a lot. I don't know if Shaggy Beast does creative mode a lot. Maybe there's a lot of bad builders who do creative mode more than I do. Maybe that's just their skill, but yeah, I gotta say I am very skilled at building in Minecraft. So yeah, maybe it's just the amount of videos I've seen, like how to do modern designs, or maybe I just try to think up something realistic and then try to replicate that in Minecraft. Like that's a really good way of doing it all. Like if you were to like look up on images and stuff, Like, the best way to really build something realistic is just look up images of what rooms and hotels look like. Maybe you watch movies, you could really get a lot of stuff from that. I mean, I don't, like, go ahead and search up what does a hotel room look like. I go off of what I've seen in movies. I basically just go off of what I think of a hotel room in my head. And I sort of just make it into Minecraft. But I do change a few things up to make it work. So, yeah. It may sound a bit confusing, but it's the best way I can explain it. Somebody out there who could probably explain that a lot better than I did. Alright, I'm a little bit confused on the lights. I want to make sure my light pattern is very, very similar in every room. I always have trouble sometimes, though, with the lighting patterns. I can't memorize them that well on each floor, so I always like leave a hole in the floor, and like as I build the next ceiling for the next floor. Which, yeah, it's hard to say. Well, like what I'm talking about. This room's gonna be a little confusing, but that's the way it's gonna look. The hallway simple. This room a little more complicated because this light's not exactly meeting with that light. And that's supposed to be how it looks. Okay. Yeah. I think we should add in a ceiling. Let's get a simple quartz ceiling. Actually, no, we'll do a quartz ceiling. It's the standard that I do for every building. Every building has a quartz ceiling in this world. I swear to God. You can see through that window. That building has a quartz ceiling. It's just the standard, man. Every like building I could ever think of could only have a white ceiling. Literally. Ceilings are like, I'm pretty sure though, like, ceilings are always almost commonly white in the real world. But I just kind of wish that, like, even in the real world, there could be more ceiling designs. Like, obviously I can get creative, but, like, different ceiling colors, maybe. So, I mean, there's probably different ceiling colors, but, like, they're almost always, like, a bright color, I would think. Like, having a black or dark color ceiling would be just a little weird. It'd be like looking up into the darkness. It wouldn't feel natural to have a black ceiling at all. I just gotta say. Because it sort of takes away the natural feeling of looking up into the sun. So, yeah, bright ceilings are just the norm. Frick. Bright ceilings are just the norm. No, they're the norm. For all buildings, basically. Alright, so now we can go through our first floor and see how it looks. Alright, the rooms are an okay size. We actually got 4 in. I was expecting to only do 5, but we actually got 4 done. 4 rooms. And the room sizes are pretty good. I'd say this one is the smallest. Then over here we have another room. A little bigger than the one over there, I think. We could destroy this block here, but you know what? We'll keep it because it's over there. Actually, what would it look like without it? I like that better. I like that better. Let's keep it like that. We got the hallway over here. Is the biggest, well, the room that looks the most different because it has this amazing window. Not bad. I like the way this is going. But sadly, we don't have enough time to build the rest of this building. That sucks, but yeah. Yep. Actually, let's get rid of that. Let's just make the elevator bigger. Okay, we don't have enough time to really work on this building. I have got to get to bed soon. You know, maybe we could do a little more work. Maybe we could fill in, like, the next floor. But no. I think for the rest of this stream, we'll work on something else. Not sure what to work on. I promise, guys, there will be a tour video coming out very soon. I just kind of hate, like, I feel very guilty just walking by all this stuff that you guys haven't seen. Just, yep. But I will go ahead and just give you guys a quick tour of this monstrous looking building. Alright, so I had to think of a really cool looking design of a building for like the tallest structure in the city, because this is the tallest building now, beating that one, which it's probably it's literally just about more than double the height of this building. So yeah, this building was actually very small compared to that. It's very, very small. Although it does appear big from the ground, the height of it only goes up to 133. Now this building goes up to 200, or at least 199, or maybe like 195. Let's see, 196. Okay, just a little off. But there's going to be even more height added to this once I get the top floor built. And then this thing will be complete. It just looks insanely, like, huge. And, like, it's so monstrous in size. Insanely huge building. Although the actual, like, full-on size of the, like, floor, it is pretty big on, like, the floor. But I don't actually feel like it's super big. It's not a super mega building. It's more of like a small version of what could be a super mega building. It just feels small to me, you know? So here's the interior. I was working on this building in a 3-hour Minecraft video. Now that video is not on my channel yet. It's just because recording a game for 3 hours and that video will take a shit ton of time to upload. So that video will be up sometime. Just not now, because I don't have the time to wait for a freaking 7-hour long uploading session. Gosh. I don't have a stutter, really. It's just whenever I try to like make conversation, then I always have a stutter. But I don't have like an actual stutter, guys. I always know how to respond to something. It's just whenever I like make conversation. So, yeah. Since there's nobody watching this stream, I basically have to make commentary out of nowhere. So it's kind of like doing a video. Alright, so like there's gonna be a little office here, office there. This is the hall. Office there, office there. Oh. Block needs to be replaced right there. No flooring yet, but I will add that soon. Underneath, though, is the redstone management for these lights here. These are all connected to the city's power. I'm sort of leaving the idea of the fact that the city has like a power management system. That was a really cool concept back when it was sort of new. But now it's kind of like, meh, I guess we could do this building with power. Now I'm sort of abandoning the idea of all of the buildings like having power connected stuff, because it's a little more difficult just to build structures like that, and sometimes I don't even think about it. I'm just like, oh well, this won't have redstone, and pretty much a good 70% of buildings in this world don't actually have redstone connected to the redstone like tunnel. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's sort of a useless idea anyway. It's sort of a waste of time to like dig tunnels underground and go in and plug it in. I mean, I don't really feel like doing that anymore. But that's good, because then the creativity can like just unleash better. I have more options with builds. I can do whatever I want now, pretty much. So yeah, I think we might just get rid of the redstone system, but we will have to have like something to run the entire city, because now I have to go through all the structures that were connected to the redstone system and like change the lights into glowstone. I don't want to do that now, so yeah. Let's continue touring this building. Getting off track here. So this is an office area. There's gonna be like, you know, computer. We're gonna have like a computer desk area here. You got your little desk, and then another one here. You know, that sort of workplace, the office, pretty much. And then there's going to be another office in here that will be like for the top worker of that area, and then the same thing on the other side. Then on the next floor, We have this office, and then this office for like the top person. Again, it's a little changed up because, yeah, the windows were a little different here. We got a notification. Oh, never mind. Nothing important, guys. Just one of my favorite YouTubers with another video. You know, this would be like a simple, just another one of those generic office working areas. Nothing really exciting. But here we have an apartment, which it's gonna work pretty well actually. It's a very compact apartment design, but just think of it. Bed there, kitchen here, dining table right at this window, which you get a nice view out of, and living room. Very simple, not bad. No bathroom though, but you don't need a bathroom in Minecraft. That's the rule I go by. Now sometimes I do include a bathroom, just for decoration. Just for decoration. So that's that building. And up here we got more building that's being worked on. This is the layout of the apartment. And yeah, it takes so long to fly up. So instead of flying up, I just use the elytra because it goes a lot faster than flying up normally. You guys can see there. And just look at the view. Like, the world's almost out of view distance. You get a killer view up here. Like, it's so high, you really can only see the sky. Like, that's all you can really see at eye level. So, that's a really insanely tall building. Yeah, I just sort of, one day, like, I was imagining just a building, like, I was kind of just, you know, going over, glancing at everything that I built already. I was just thinking, imagine a tall structure that I could see right there. And now you guys can see that. Although I wished it was a little bigger than the way it looks. It kind of looks skinny, you know. I kind of wish it was a bit of a wider design, but that wouldn't fit within the city block. So, yeah. It's pretty cool though. Like it a lot. More height will be added. It's from a concept. The inspiration for like this, like and then down, down and then out sort of thing, like this, you know, like this case around a building. Yeah, I saw a concept that looked a little similar, but like nowhere near similar. And so I sort of thought, what if we had like a case around the building? Sort of like a Samsung phone case because the edge screen. Came up with that. It looks good. Bam. Just nice. Over here we have more buildings. This is sort of more the slum area, like just a very, I don't know, high crime rate of the city area. Shitty apartments, you know, stuff like that. Motels. Well, not really, but like this is more of like a motel style building. But it does have a cool modern, like, cover sort of thing to it. It's not bad. This building looks like a school if it has lower floors. Like, if there was only 3 floors, it would look like a school. But this building is not suited to fit, like, a cafeteria and gym in it and everything, or apartments. And over here we have more apartments. They're all the same building. Actually, very nice design on the inside. Like, it's a very well thought out layout on the inside. Like, you could fit a kitchen, you could fit a bathroom even. Even though these are really small, like, buildings, they're quite spacious. So, yeah. The apartments in these buildings will obviously just be a pretty much spacious like, size, not really that big or anything in particular. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go all the way down here. So, like, this area used to be pretty much just buildings over here. But now, we have that building and that building just all built up from the ground. Like, this area just looks a crap ton better. We gotta put some, like, paintings on that and that there. We gotta add lights and stuff. Make it all bright. I'm gonna put an advertisement there on that building. This is all gonna look like Broadway and stuff, you know. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. And here we have a parking garage with another one of those light designs that I've always gone for. Yeah, pretty cool. And here we have entrance to this store and this store. Yeah. So this whole part of the city is the one that's being worked on the most at the current moment, but there's also a lot of other stuff that I've been working on in this world. But this is the mostly like focused area like that I've been working on, so yeah, actually I'm trying to think right now. I think that all of this work was done in just 2 days. For example, like, I built that yesterday, I built that yesterday, I built that yesterday, I built that yesterday, that today. A ton of work is getting done, guys. If you guys enjoyed this stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Don't worry though, I'm not like spending hours and hours on Minecraft. Although I am, but like I'm not doing what I did before. Before, I was spending 8 hours a day, now I'm spending 6 to 5. So, don't think I'm having an addiction or anything. I'm just letting my creativity go absolutely insane. But like, if I need to take a break, like if grades are slipping in school, then I will take a break. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I mean, I'm not I'm not addicted. Just get that. I just want you guys to get that through your head. Like, if I were to get grounded right now, I wouldn't run. Like, I wouldn't like be a spoiled brat. I would be okay with it because I know exactly why I'm getting grounded, because I'm spending a lot of time on Minecraft. Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next whatever. Goodbye. Ah, darn it, it did not. I think it did. No, it didn't. What happened? Something happened. What the frick? I can't add him. What's happening? Okay, what's going on? Well, guys, I don't know how to do this. Whoa. We're having a little bit of lag, but I don't care anymore. That it doesn't matter. Hello? I want to end this. If I don't end this stream, what will happen? Is it going to save to my channel? Oh my god. What's wrong with this? Okay, so I don't know why this is happening. It's weird. Oh. Okay, stop. I already... No. No, I didn't mean to start another stream. No, stop. Okay, so my program cannot assist. Stop the stream. What is wrong with this? I've had it with this computer. I don't know what the problem is. I can't